So in week 6, you have here a section layers DWG file. So download that, and when you open it, you'll be able to see nothing but the layers that we can use. Now, these are not the names that we saw in the introduction to this section of the module. We're going to rename it. So that's what we're going to do. Rename it to ASEC, adding the prefix ASEC or architecture section. Okay, so let's do that. Go to our drawing, and then once section layers is downloaded and opened, we can go back to our drawing and go to Design Center. DC is the shortcut key for Design Center. And then go to the Open Drawings tab under Section Layers. Go to Layers. Click the first one, hold down the Shift key, and click the last one. And then add layers. Okay. So I've already added those layers here. And renamed it. So that's what I did, add layers. And then once I've added the layers, go to layers, select all. You should be able to see it under the S. So make sure you are in all, not in any of the filter. Otherwise, you won't see the added layers. And then once you are there, select and then click again to rename, add the ASEC. So instead of S detail, it will be ASEC dash detail. Okay, so ASEC dim, ASEC edges, ASEC hatch, text. Okay, so this one is for the elevation already. Okay, so we need to add the hatch layer. We don't have, oh, we do have the hatch layer here. What don't we have here? A dimension, dim. Okay, so you need to add the dim. ASEC will be for our detail, and that will be cyan. Dim is still red. Edges will be yellow. We'll use that for the interior edges. Hatch will be uh, gray. And then text will be white. That's it. Okay. And then you create a filter. So I created here an ASEC filter. So you can click filter and then place there ASEC and then add the ASEC asterisk to filter out the ASEC or section layers. Okay, I'm going to cancel that. And then you select ASEC to filter out all the ASEC layers that we're going to be using. Okay. Now, if you go to the model tab, you'll see that there's a lot of drawing here that makes the drawing so complex. So you can work on the south elevation simply because you're going to be looking here or cutting here and then looking to the south uh, as if you're here, right? South face. So all of these are south face of or surfaces of your building. Okay. So I can draw the line by going first to the south elevation. And if I maximize or click here to go to the model space, I can maximize the screen. Just a second here, maximize. And then I can see the floor plan or the proposed building. Now, notice that I don't see the roof plan here. So what I did was I created a 45-degree angle to represent that roof. So I could turn the layer on, but easily I can just create a 45-degree angle instead of turning the layer on first, showing all the layers and then turning it on. So, look for the simplest way of doing things. Okay, so I'm in the ASEC detail layer. I created this 45-degree angle so that when I create my section line, I will know where it will end or intersect my roof above. Okay, so I'm going to go to my, uh, let's see, detail. Okay, we'll stay there. And I'm going to create a line, which is will be my section line. So I'm going to cut here, cutting through the bathtub, seeing the toilet, sink, cutting through this wall, seeing the door, the range, and cutting through the sink. Okay, so I think this is a good spot right here. And make sure it's straight. And I'll just say it's pointing or looking at that direction. We'll create our section line symbol later. Okay, so once you have this, what I can do now is I can project all of this down. Okay, so there's the tracking method that you can use to project this down, or you can simply create one line, make sure it is straight. Okay, now I actually don't need the wall anymore because I'm simply going to copy this as I project or make my sections. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit lower. Okay, there you go. So I'm going to place my section drawing somewhere here, but all I need to do is actually copy this down, make sure it's straight. So somewhere there. Okay. Now, this line here doesn't align to the wall because this is actually the window seal that we have here. Okay, so we're good. Go back to our floor plan. And now we can copy this projection line from here to there. So I'm going to see cutting through the window, see the frame, the glass, and then the wall. Okay. And then I'd like to know where I place the bed. So I'm going to also place that for the bed. I need this intersection. So remember, this is the roof line, the 45-degree angle roof line. We are cutting it here. So we need to show only this part of the roof, only up to that part. Okay. And then the wall. Okay, I'm just going to get a section of the bathtub as a block. I'd like to know where the center of this water closet is, the center of the sink, okay, and then here, there, for the walls, and then for the door, and then the edge of the counter, the placement of the range, and then the counter itself. This one here, I do need, okay. And then the walls here, just to show its alignment to the building. Okay, now there's too many projection line and at times it's hard to know what they are when we are in the section view where we're drawing it. So what I can do is I can select the lines and change the colors. These are just guidelines. So this lines is where the roof will end. So I'm just going to make that, let's say blue, okay? And then escape. This is where the glass are and the wall. So I think I need the wall thickness Oh, there's already a line there. So I'm just going to select this. This is for the wall as much as these lines are. So I'm going to select the lines for the walls and change that to, so I have a couple of lines here for the walls and change that for with yellow, for example. Okay, so I can identify the walls, and then this one here will be easy to identify, as well as this, right? So it's not difficult to identify that in our projection. So that's the center. So maybe this one here, just to have a reference for the washroom. So I'll just want to make that magenta. That's the center of the water closet and the sink. So that when I go here, it's color coded so I can easily identify those. Okay, so there's the blue line. That's where the uh, roof will be cut. Okay, so we'll do the cutting and cleaning up in the next video.